Hey folks, it's Saturday night here, and you're listening to the first but yet worst comedy podcast here in Philly. Happens to be one of your favorite podcast shows that most people probably won't listen to. And to start out the week, I try to put up a YouTube short from the old cabaret place I used to go to. And, it got up to 100 and something views. I uploaded about 4 or 5 times. Then it got up to about, 80 something views. And then finally I gave up on it. Had some raunchy language in there, about AIDS and stuff and Magic Johnson. So I think YouTube put the kibosh on it. But sometimes, the shorts get 1,000 views if I'm lucky. And then sometimes they don't. Hasn't happened in a while, but who cares at the end of the day. And then Tuesday, I went to the new open mic, the place we do this show at. This guy, Casey Kev, I've been doing shows with. He runs an open mic over there, and it was the first night, so I got there early, and I planned to do a live stream for the show. Now, you might say, where's the stream at? Well, what happened was, because I was drinking, and I haven't streamed in a bar in a while, if you guys remember last summer, I was doing a live stream in this bar, doing these long comedy sets, and that was pretty fun. I wanted to do a set there, so I went on first, and I left my hotspot device away from the phone in my bag. And when you do that, it messes up the audio, and it also messes up the picture quality. So the stream was a little bit blurry, and the sound was cutting in and out, and I didn't write anything down. So I was going off the top of my head, and I was pretty much like, just fucking bombing up there. I got some laughs, but I was a little bit drunk as well. And then someone in the stream said, knock, knock, who's there? No one's laughing. I got a laugh from the comedians because, they were happy I was bombing. I was like, whatever. And then after the show, pretty much there were some comedians. We had 12 comedians for their first night, which is pretty good because the guy's offering a paid spot for the show we do. But there were some broads in the back talking. And some of the comedians were like, shut the fuck up. They were getting mad at the women and stuff. And, they are allowed to talk, even though it is a, bar open mic. But regardless of that, I was talking to the guy after the show, and I was like, I don't think I want to do any more of these, not open mics, but, the shows. I got one more coming up in a few weeks. And he was like, yeah, it's all right. I was like, yeah, I just want to do one more and put on some comedians that, that I started out with and blah, blah, blah. So the open mic there was okay. It was fun, but it was hit or miss. The people, there was like a bunch of old heads at the bar watching the Phillies game, and the guys were listening. They were respectful, but the women were just talking in the back like a bunch of coons, as they always are. And then Wednesday night, I went to the tap room. They gave me a good spot. I was number 4. I got some laughs, some jokes. I pretty much wrote a bunch of old jokes out that nobody knows, but they didn't really have any new stuff. Usually, I work on new stuff there. Did some jokes that I pretty much have done over the years, and some got laughs, some didn't. I had an okay set over there. And then Thursday, I pretty much stayed in. And then Friday, you guys saw I went down to Old City, and man, oh man, nothing happened. You want to talk about a boring night. I got 2 slices of pizza. I just walked around in circles, took a couple urinations. Didn't talk to a single damn person. Nothing interesting happened. Pretty lame. I thought it was going to rain, so I wanted to go down Columbus Boulevard. And even if I did, oh man, I don't even know why I do this live stream crap anymore, folks. It costs me money, and it just isn't really worth it. But, summer's almost over anyways, and eventually the poopy weather's going to come, but it won't be for a while. But regardless of that, and then tonight is, of course, Saturday night. I just did the shopping center thing. I went to Panera Bread. I had a gift card. I got some food over there. Went over to Target. Took a poop on stream, which I know you guys like to hear my poops. I don't know why. And then pretty much just bullshit around. Went over to Taco Bell. Streamed in the parking lot over there. And that was it. Man, oh man, what a boring week. Did some comedy. Did some live streaming. I wanted to do a prank call show this week. I don't have any ideas. Every time I've been wanting to do a prank call show for the last couple weeks, but the only idea I have is to do what I did last show. Just call up chicken places and go, where's my chicken pot pie? But I already did that. And I'm like, well, I already did it. I can call other chicken places, but I don't have any ideas, folks. I have no prank requests. I got nothing, but hopefully, I keep saying every week, maybe next week, I don't know. But I got my open mic coming up, so I'm looking forward to that. I don't have any new jokes, but it's okay. Sometimes that happens. I don't consider myself a comedy genius. People say my jokes suck, and they make fun of me on YouTube, and I don't care, folks, because I do something that takes balls. I get up in a stage in front of, even if it's only 8 people there, or 20, or whatever, or 30, and I tell jokes, and most of you don't have the balls to do that. You sit behind your little computers, trolling people, and none of you have the balls I have, because you're a bunch of coots. Well, folks, as I said before, that was pretty much for my boring week. This podcast, I don't even bother to try to get guests anymore. As you guys know, I hate asking people for anything, especially comedians. But we're going to get to the least favorite segment of the podcast. We are going to get to the segment that gets me my bad jokes that you guys complain about. We're going to get to the odd news. Alright, it's time to end this shit. Like it or not, here it comes. Here comes the odd news. The city mistakenly tore down this man's home. Now they're suing him for $68,000 and demolition costs. That's fucking shitty. It'll be countersues and hope he wins. Woman says Popeye employees ripped her hair out because she complained about a wrong order. I always get nervous complaining about wrong food orders. I usually just take it. And, yeah, see this woman's hair. She's got, like, it's like a Hispanic looking woman. Maybe she's a light-skinned black woman. And her hair is just completely ripped out. Like, the whole third section of her hair is just gone. 57 swimmers fall sick and get diarrhea at the World Triathlon Championship in Sutherland. Well, sometimes swimming can be a shitty sport. Okay, that's not a good punchline. I don't know. Snakes fall out of the sky, lands on a woman. They both get attacked by a hawk. The Australian town where people live on the ground. Italian fugitive caught in a curfew thanks to photo celebrating football win. So I guess they saw him on the screen. He was just sitting there watching TV. Musk says Zuck fight will be live streamed next, so they are going to fight those two. Bunch of nerds. Rich nerds. Colorado woman in blackface terrorizes Target employee with anti-LGBTQ rant. So you can watch the video. I would play it, but I'll get a hate speech strike. Because, you know, we live in such a PC douchebag world. Oregon man accused of holding a woman captive in cinder block once appeared on Judge Judy and won. Well, if you beat Judge Judy, then you gotta know something. Uber driver stabbed couple over vomit in her car, lawsuit says. I had someone vomit outside my window when I was driving Uber years ago. It wasn't too bad. I sprayed some Windex on it, but man, oh man, going up in someone's car. Rudy Giuliani goes off an unhinged rant claiming Mike Pence's wife leads him around like a leash. Ooh, those fighting words, man. Ex-NFL player Blake Martinez banned from reselling Pokemon cards on Whatnot. 60-year-old Harrisburg Chick-fil-A worker sent home over unnatural hair color. So she's got these long braids. They're like golden and brown. And I guess Chick-fil-A is like, hey, we don't like gays here, and we also don't like your hair. Get out of here. Google Street View car leads Indiana police on a 100-mile-per-hour chase and crashes into a creek. Hope it wasn't Dawson's Creek, you know, because that show was... Alright. Woman threatens to blow up home over 4th of July decorations. So it shows a house with... The decorations don't look bad from here, but I guess something offended her. Too American, I guess. Leprosy appears to be on the rise in Florida. Science alert. Man thrusts American flag through another man's head at Sonic, cops say. That's the good old American way. Alright. 3 women injured in rare otter attack in Montana's Jefferson River. Louisiana public schools now required to display "In God We Trust" in all classrooms. Here we go, there's a Florida story. Florida man poses a U.S. Marshal with flashing lights and siren on truck, that we just said. Electrocution isn't the main thing killing birds on the power lines. It's also killing guys trying to climb there to steal sneakers. Please stop calling cops on manatee orgies. Manatees are having orgies, folks. The people paid to train AI are outsourcing their work. And everyone's making Allen Iverson jokes. Well, that's hack now. Oregon, decriminalizing hard drugs, early results aren't encouraging. Pilot draws penis-shaped flight pattern after aircraft is diverted to Malta. It does look like a penis with 2 balls. FBI ordered to find out which agency disobeyed White House and secret deal. Will find out for itself. New clip of human bear at Chinese zoo emerges as experts weigh in. It looks like a human with a bear head, but the hands are a bear as well. How an artist helped millions of drivers in the counterfeit highway side. Mattel wants to pay someone almost $18,000 a month to play Uno. Uno, I remember that game. That means one or something. One card left. Pig that caused traffic on Uckland's highway evading capture. Obsessed parents analyze photo of their kids at camp. Europe turns its new 1.5 billion space telescope on and it happily at work. Toronto police to shut down a bar and headquarters after drunk driving crash. Oh, it's in its headquarters. So somebody crashed the car and they were like, we gotta stop drinking here. Are bears are real, not humans in disguise? Yeah, bears climb up on trees, they rape people. They definitely seem like... Japan calls out Western studio over Barbenheimer tweets. That's right, combining the two movies, the Barbenheimer. That's so gay. Chinese zoo denies that some bears is human dressed in costume. Okay, enough with the fucking bear stories. Lakeland, Florida, woman makes jewelry out of breast milk and cremation ashes. Florida manatee huge dies and injuries after brother buffet had intense sex with her. So they're gangbanging each other like incest. I didn't know that. I thought there was... Man suffers mysterious fatal electrocution after jumping into a lake. I think I read that already. Okay, and now let's check one more site. A funeral home in El Salvador offers pink coffins with Barbie lens. That's cute. You want to go out that way. Monster Hunters want a new search in mythical Loch Ness Beast. Lizzo? Okay, you know what? Leave her alone. So what? She makes girls shove bananas up her twat. Leave her alone. Rich kid plays protester to protest outside fancy hotel and kicked him out for trying to drink underage. Rich kids pays so he's paying protesters. Well, you got money, you're rich, do it. Purple vapor continues to blow out to Eco Main Waste Management Facility. Seat arrangement and viral plane video leaves people repellent. Absolutely not. I don't know what that shows. Some guy's barefooted, I guess sitting across from this woman or something. Or I don't know what's going on. He's playing footsies with her or something. Drag show wardrobe upsets some residents. Oh, because you can see their cocks. Toxic foam watermelons are showing up in Maine. Ancient worms found in Siberia. Permafrost come back to life. Japanese man spends over $14,000 to transform into a dog. And now he's still not getting a doggy style. Lizzo dancers were weight shamed and pressured at a strip club. Probably too big for the poles. We're gonna rip those poles off, you know. Japanese man. Okay, we read that. Taco Bell sued for false amount of fillet and crunch wrap Mexican pizza. I love when people sue for that shit. I love it. They usually win the case, don't they? I think so. Tennessee woman arrested for filming her own pet dog having sex with her and storing and circulating child pornography. She's sick. She wants to have sex with dogs and children. She's sick. Execute this cunt. The dogs you can fuck. I don't care so much, but the kids, that's just... vegan influencer starved to death, friends say. Well, you didn't want to eat anything. Las Vegas man accused of murdering live with woman's body for months. This guy's got long hair. He is a freak. Georgia resident dies from rare brain eating amobia. And I think we're coming down to the wire. That's it, folks. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed another this episode. I'll see you folks on the next one you just listened to. And we're out of here. Go fuck yourself, Cuffy.